pretend, we score the goal!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 12 of the Coach Killers podcast. My name's Stefan. I'm here with Nick. Nick, how have you been?
Mate, I've been absolutely great. You know, EPL's back.
Yes.
Been watching a lot of football over the weekend.
How good is it?
Amazing. Some good games to kick off.
Yes, which we'll be talking about.
Yeah, that's right. What about yourself, Stefan? What have you been doing?
Just been busy with work, mate. Busy in the financial business world. You know how it is, mate.
Sure have.
That's it.
But why don't we kick off with our Coach Killer of the Week?
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
So where's my drum roll, Nick?
Here we go.
And our Coach Killer of the Week is Unai Emery.
Yes, pretty poor decisions, to say the least.
To start the game, you reckon? Yeah.
Personnel decisions. Torreira on the bench. And Lacazette on the bench.
Yeah, keep going.
Good display by Arsenal, but Emery, mate, why are you playing a 19-year-old kid when you bought a player who dominated in the World Cup for Uruguay?
Guendouzi did play well.
He played well.
He played very well for a 19-year-old being thrown in from the second division of the French league straight away into the EPL, the best league in the world.
He's too young, playing against the EPL champions in his first game of in the season.
Yeah. So I saw with tactic-wise as well why he's our Coach Killer of the Week. Tactically, always passing the ball backwards to the defence and trying to play out from the back.
Maybe they're still trying to get his, game plan.
I think they are, but it's not looking good.
Down.
You know, every time Czech had the ball, he was told to distribute to either the left back or right back, and there was no plan B.
And why is Czech playing? Why is Czech playing?
That's another thing. I don't even know. I can't
they
even answer.
They signed Leno.
And he's sitting he's sitting there.
He's a quality young keeper.
Yeah.
Put him on. Czech is another Buffon. Sit on the bench, mate. Your time's over. You've had your glory. Sit on the bench. Get your paycheck.
And
have
get the
a
hell
laugh.
out.
That's right. And
However, there's positive signs for Arsenal, even though he is our Coach Killer of the Week, Mr. Unai Emery, for his silly decisions.
Hopefully he makes better decisions now against Chelsea. But, what can you do?
I agree. And that's why you're our Coach Killer of the Week, Mr. Unai Emery. You're trying to make an English team play out from the back. It never works, mate.
Yeah, it doesn't. But let's move on to some transfer news. Deadline day.
Yeah, Everton unbelievably performed well.
I should say deadline day for the EPL was
Yes.
last Friday.
Yes.
Or Thursday, I should say.
Yes.
Last Thursday. And as you said, Everton, 3 big signings.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. Within the last 2 hours of the window.
Yeah, Yerry Mina, Andre Gomez and Bernard all signed on deadline day. So, mate, quality
signings there.
Yeah.
They didn't perform too well in their first game, but then again, they came up against Wolves.
Yeah.
And 2-2 draw.
And you said that Wolves were going to be a little bit of a mid-table threat.
Everton have done really well. Speaking of big signings,
yes.
Huge signings.
Yes.
Who has Chelsea signed on deadline day?
Mr. Kepa Arrizabalaga from Bilbao.
Yeah,
Atletico
from Bilbao. Huge signing. Smashed Liverpool's goalkeeper transfer record out the water.
Yep.
I think that just shows that Kepa's a bigger goalkeeper than Alisson.
Yeah, all right. Anyway.
But good on to him. We had a comment during the week, I can't remember from who, saying that the price, that they paid for him is better for Alisson now because he's not the highest ever transfer for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It takes a bit of pressure
off.
But, well done to Chelsea. They also got Kovacic in, when Courtois went the other way.
Yeah, that's
to Real
right.
Madrid.
They got Kovacic in. Good player. Very good, talented young midfielder that Real Madrid never used, which was very surprising.
Well, he went on loan there, so I'm guessing once Modric goes...
But I think
they're bringing him back next season and
possibly. But I think Chelsea's signing of the goalkeeper was ridiculous, in my opinion. This guy's not even a proven talent. How do we know he's any good?
He looked shaky in the first game, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But it's a good signing. He's touted to be one of the best.
Touted,
yes.
Yeah.
But that's Chelsea have done well. Some Aussie news. Daniel Arzani was also signed by sister club Man City.
Yeah, and then eventually loaned out to Celtic, where he'll be joined by Tom Rogic.
Yeah, that's right. I think that will be good move for Daniel.
I don't.
Really? Why is that?
I don't believe in the. I think the Scottish league's too far off the top European leagues. If you look at a guy like Rogic, he's not a top European player. Let's be honest right now.
But Daniel Arzani is different. I think
Daniel
he's got
Arzani's
more
got talent. He does have more
than
talent.
Rogic.
He does have more talent than Rogic. However, I think going to the Scottish league, not a very enticing move, if you like.
Maybe this is a little preview to our Fantalk question a bit later. So just hold up on that. Some news from home
Yes,
for you.
Steven Nzonzi officially signed for AS Roma last night, which was great.
Yeah.
He'll be.
So you're happy with that?
Yeah, it's all right. Could have done a little bit better. However, I'll take him. He's quality. He's a good player, technically gifted, and he'll do the job.
Yeah. We'll see how he goes, I guess. He's a bit older.
He's only 29, so I don't consider 29 older.
Why do you think they did sign him, though?
Just as a backup to replace Daniele De Rossi, who'll probably retire at the end of the season.
It's good. Well, they did sign a lot of young players.
That's right. So some experience would be well needed at the moment there.
Very
especially.
true.
And also, Calta Balde signs for Inter Milan from Monaco. We've also got further rumours circulating that Luka Modric wants to go to Inter Milan and wants out of Real Madrid. Can you clarify any further on the matter?
Yeah, well, I've read that, Damasio has stated that renewals from Real Madrid are complete rubbish.
Yeah, so all the reports are fake, pretty much.
That Modric wants out and wants to go to Inter.
Yeah, so, keep your eye on that one, people. It'll be interesting.
But if he does end up leaving, then Sergei from Lazio...
Yeah, Milinkovic-Savic.
Yeah, will be on his way to Real Madrid.
Yeah, that'll be good to see.
Real Madrid haven't signed anyone yet. They lost Ronaldo.
And they've just left it pretty much.
Barcelona have been very active this window.
Yep.
Who's going to give them a wake-up call that the window's actually open? Make some business. Do something.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe we need you to ring them up.
They're the Tottenham of the La Liga at the moment.
At the moment, but they're nowhere near Tottenham. Let's be honest.
But we'll see. There's still 19 or 18 days left.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Some more news from Chelsea.
Bakayoko.
Yeah, well, Kovacic coming in.
Bakayoko goes out.
8 players for the one position, for the 2 positions, really centre
That's
mids.
True. Very true.
Someone had to make way in Bakayoko. We were saying this a couple of weeks ago. He's gone to AC Milan.
Yep. Good on him.
Hopefully he can have more.
Resurge his career.
Yeah, hopefully
his career back on track.
He's a quality young player, but we'll see how he goes in the Italian league. Much easier than the Premier League.
A bit more difficult. Have to be better on the ball in the Italian league.
Less.
But he's
intense,
quick. He's quick.
Less intense.
No, I don't agree with that. It is a bit more intense.
Let's move on to our game of the week.
Oh, you beauty! What a headshot! What a head!
Yes, game of the week. Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah, what a way to kick it off. Arsenal, they're just getting the big games right at the start. They got Chelsea next week.
Very lucky, Arsenal.
Which will be our next game of the week, right?
Yes.
But, focusing on this one, Man City won 2-0.
They partially dominated. However, there was a couple, like I said prior in our Coach Killer, there was a couple of good segments of play from Arsenal. They're still obviously trying to
They pressured them
gel.
so much. Just watching them, watching Arsenal trying to play out from the back. Petr Cech nearly put the ball.
I know, he nearly put the ball in the back of his net.
They pressured him well. Arsenal did play well.
But Kyle Walker as well, the penetration through the right wing there.
Manchester City, they looked really good.
They look fantastic at the moment.
Arsenal were a little bit unlucky not to score.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. They were
but Man
unlucky.
City could have had 4 or 5.
Yeah. And if that's their first game of the year, just easing into it. No De Bruyne, obviously.
But they've been
Leroy Sané
together for 2
down.
seasons now.
Still,
they didn't really add anyone.
Pressure-wise, they were great. They were very great. Tactically,
they were
spot on. So Pep's doing a fantastic job already. They've hit the mark well.
They've done well, no doubt. But they come up against the Arsenal with a lot of new signings, a new manager, a manager who was our coach killer of the week because of his decisions.
Correct. I do think this Arsenal team will progress further on in the year, and they will become harder to beat.
You're saying that they're going to win, mate. They're going to win the league. Is that still happening? Or you're backtracking already, game week?
No, I'm not backtracking yet, but I still think they're on for a top 3 finish, I reckon, in my eyes.
So they're not going to win it anymore.
I don't know. I can tell you in maybe another 3 episodes' time. We'll see how they go against Chelsea at the weekend.
But yeah, so it was a good match, very attacking.
I enjoyed watching City play. I enjoyed it. Great team.
It was good watching them both. But let's move on to some other EPL results.
Yeah. Liverpool against the Hammers.
Yeah.
Why are you sighing your breath?
I don't know. Yeah. What about the bin dippers?
Oh no, you can't say that.
No. They played really well. I have to admit, they played really well. Keita looked spot on.
Unbelievable. I've not seen in my time that I've been alive. I've not seen a Liverpool team that attacking. Yeah. I just can't believe.
But it was all Mane in the end. It was
a pretty good effort from everyone. I'm not gonna say it was a one-player effort.
But they came up against a West Ham outfit with lots of new faces.
Of course, yeah.
And
I agree with that. Plus the Mane goal was offside as well.
They love their offside goals.
That's it. We know that.
But fair play to them.
Yeah, definitely going to be a contender for the title this season.
Manchester United. Off to a good start, a little bit shaky, but that's expected with a limited pre-season. But they got the 3 points, which is good against Leicester.
Yeah, they just scraped the 3 points.
It wasn't really a scrape. We were in control.
They were in control, but I'm saying they could have killed them off early, and they didn't.
They should have. They should have gone for more.
At the moment, Manchester United's just lacking some accurate finishing. I'd say just some potency in front of goal.
They're lacking a bit of fitness. They, They got Brighton this week.
The World Cup's hindered them. However, I don't think...
It's only up from here for them, I'll say.
You'll say that as a supporter, but I think they're a bit behind. They're going to have to do more.
Hey, Leicester's not a walk in the park these days. It was a good result.
The Leicester team definitely is a walk in the park. There's no one in their starting 11 that is a notable world-class player. Not even Kasper Schmeichel.
Not even Kasper Schmeichel? No. Saving all those penalties?
No.
And he copped the penalty from Pogba in the... first 3 minutes?
Yeah, no, he's not a world-class player.
No, Vardy, no?
No, Jamie Vardy, one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder.
It's true.
Please, all right. Tottenham looked very shaky
Tottenham
week.
did not deserve to win against Newcastle. I'm so sorry, but Newcastle United hit the post twice in the second half. Their general all-round play was way better than the Spurs. So, I don't know what the hell's going on there. If that's the way they're going to play, they're not even making the top 5 for me anymore.
Yeah, they need to pull their...
Pick it up.
Socks up. I think similar to Manchester United, they have had a limited pre-season. They've had a lot of players that have gone to the World Cup, come back late.
I'd say they're both at the same level, Manchester United and Tottenham at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
In terms of
Manchester
fitness and
United
performance.
is probably the best in the league. But you will see at the end.
We'll
anyway, so Tottenham, getting players back late. And not doing anything.
It's not an excuse. They
didn't do anything in the transfer window.
Manchester City haven't used it as an excuse. If they didn't want to do anything in the transfer window, that's Pochettino's fault because he probably thought he was.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's hindered them. Let's see if it has a massive effect.
I think it will
on them. They still got over the line. That's what matters. Getting over the line that's shows the spirit.
I don't know,
but we'll see. Sarri's first game in charge of Chelsea. What did you make of it?
Went well, 3-0. I think it was expected. The real test for me will be to see how he goes against Arsenal this weekend to see if he's up to the Premier League task.
Aaron Moy was absolute rubbish in that game, unfortunately.
I don't know what happened. The World Cup's hindered him. His legs, definitely. He's a bit
he
out
looked
of
a bit
control.
tired. He looked a bit tired, which is unfortunate. But, all right, they played well. They won 3-0 against Huddersfield.
That's right. We really can't say it's a pivotal result.
But it's a good result for Sarri, build up the confidence. Jorginho, putting the penalty away.
Best player. He was the best player on the field. Definitely created a lot for Chelsea. Little flick-ons and touches.
And they didn't even start with Hazard. Hazard came off the bench.
There you go. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Well done by Chelsea. Let's move on to something else.
Yes.
What kicks off this week, mate?
Yes, my league, the Serie A, starts this weekend.
Balotelli! Gol! Basta, gol! Chiedete scusa, Balotelli!
Huge.
Yeah, so who do you think's going to win it? Well, I think we all know.
Why is it called Serie A? It's just Juventus and Co. pretty much.
I think it is the battle for second this season. mate.
Juventus and Napoli.
Juventus and Napoli. What about us?
Who? Rome? Roma?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah. Too many young kids, mate. I think you guys, that's it, It's a rebuild now.
We'll see what happens.
You can't expect to make the
I think
semi-finals again of the Champions
I think
League.
the closest rival for Juventus this season is going to be Inter Milan because of the signings they've made. They've just bought top-up players.
If they get Modric, possibly, they'll be up there.
I think they're up there now. If you look at their starting 11, it's decent. Still not as good as Juventus's. So,
no. Juventus is in a class of its own.
So let's narrow it down then. What's your top four?
My top four is Juventus, Napoli,
Yeah.
Lazio,
Okay.
and Inter.
Far out. So you haven't put Roma to make the top four?
Roma will finish somewhere in the top 10, maybe 10th.
Okay.
What about you?
My top four is going to be Roma. No, I'm kidding. No, Juventus. I'll go with Napoli, Roma, and Inter Milan.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we'll make the four. So
that's it. Do you expect Roma to go far in the Champions League this season again?
Well, I don't. You know what? I think the Champions League. It just depends on your draw. You need a bit of luck, obviously.
I really hope we get Roma.
Manchester United.
Yeah, I really hope Manchester United get Roma. That'll be huge. Another 7-1.
That's it. I can't say nothing about that.
But the La Liga starts as well.
Yeah,
Spanish
La Liga. Let's get your paella happening.
Pierna derecha, directo al arco. Golazo! Golazo!
Yeah. Well, who do you think wins it this season?
Barcelona
again.
Barcelona again. No question.
I'm leaning towards that as well.
Yep.
Just because Real Madrid haven't replaced Ronaldo yet. Potentially going to lose Modric, which is big. He was absolute world class in the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's the only reason Croatia made it to the final was on his back.
Pretty much.
But you know what? I'm going to say Real Madrid is going to win it.
You're going to say Real Madrid?
Yeah, I'm going to say Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico, Valencia. That's my top four. What's your top four?
I'm going to go Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and then I'm going to throw in there Valencia as well for fourth.
Yeah. Well, Valencia and Atletico Madrid play this week, which is a big game.
Big game to kick off the season.
There's another big game as well in the Italian league.
Yeah, we've got Lazio against Napoli, which will be a nail-biter. It's going to be a goal fest. Be interesting to see how Ancelotti goes in his first game up against some decent opposition.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see how Napoli does and see if they can put that pressure on Juve from the get-go.
Yes.
But yeah, so a few big games in like we said before, game of the week next week will be Chelsea versus Arsenal, the London derby.
Yeah, the London derby. That's going to be a cracker.
Arsenal just, pulling out these fixtures, mate.
That's it. We'll see how they go. You don't know. They might rip a surprise in the derby. Who knows?
Well, if they won last week and this week, I would have been like, Stefan, you're right, mate. They're going to win the title.
I think if they win this week, they're probably a little bit of a chance. They need to get a win on the board just to get the confidence happening. So we'll see.
Play your players, Emery, mate. Come on.
Yeah, you've got talent, so do it.
Don't make stupid decisions, pretty much. But, let's go to Fantalk for this week.
When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
Yes, Fantalk. I love it. I love Fantalk.
Yeah, Fantalk's the best.
We've received heaps of questions and we had to narrow them down this week to 3. So let's kick it off.
Yeah, what's our first question, Stefan?
Noah Max Stella. Mm-hmm. How big will Arzani get?
Ooh, Daniel Arzani. I think he will be as big as Harry Kewell was for Australia by the time he finishes playing football.
Okay. I think there's still a lot of water for him to tread.
Mate, the guy's got God-given talent.
He does have talent.
For such a young kid
to show
that, to show that skill and, not afraid to take the game on and take on players like as he did in the World Cup.
I think he would have been better. There was an offer from Ajax for him to go to Ajax or Feyenoord in the Dutch league, I believe.
Instead of Celtic.
So I think the Dutch league would have suited him better because they're renowned for bringing up world-class wingers, So
I think he'll be a world-class player, though.
I think he will be. I just
don't
want him to spend too much time at Celtic because he's the best player we got at the moment and we don't want him running around. Yeah. It's a good stepping stone, but he can do better. That's the bottom line.
All right. Robbie Cruz was sort of in the same
No,
boat.
Robbie Cruz, no.
He was sort of in the same boat at the start of his career, but I think,
He
Daniel
doesn't.
Arzani
Yeah,
will surpass it.
I definitely agree. As
And
well. He's going to
good
be
luck
our
to
best.
him.
All the best, Daniel Arzani.
in his new endeavour.
Yes.
Um,
What's our
yeah.
next question?
So our next question comes from Dante.g.ss, right? And he asks, who is the best club in the A-League?
Well, that's very easy. It's straightforward. It's simple. It's the mighty Melbourne Victory, mate.
Yeah, Melbourne Victory all
Melbourne
the
Victory
way.
or Sydney FC.
That's a
if
bit
I'm Sydney.
biased. I'd
say it's Sydney FC as well.
No.
If I wasn't
Sydney
from Melbourne.
is rubbish. Sydney
Brisbane?
Is rubbish. No, Brisbane is decent. I like Perth Glory.
Perth Glory.
I think they're showing the ambition that they want to win the league, bringing on these new faces, quality coach. But Melbourne Victory, mate, bringing in Keisuke Honda.
Mate, Melbourne Victory just
Huge.
brought in Keisuke Honda.
Yeah.
I don't think no one's going to be competing with them this season. That's my honest opinion. I think Victory to steam through the title.
Yeah. But so Victory is my best club in the A-League.
That's it. And Victory for me, mate.
Yeah. And finally, our last question coming from Money_YNWA.
These Liverpool
Oh,
supporters.
yeah. I'm just let me guess. He's a Liverpool supporter, this
Yeah,
bloke.
of course.
And what does he ask, Stefan?
Who will win an EPL title before the other, Liverpool or Manchester United?
Easy, Manchester United, any day.
This is very easy. Manchester United.
Good on you. I honestly think that United will win it. Liverpool have been there,
Will win it
had
this
a
season.
chance and let it slip.
Or should we say the captain let it?
But definitely, I think United have, know that feeling of winning the Premier League.
Look, I think,
winning.
however, I don't want to make this fan upset. However, Liverpool have played well in the first game. I'm never sold on them, no matter what, because there's always that mid point in the season where you'll see the pretenders drop up, and then there's just two left. Always, there's two left that will be competing. So
look, don't get me wrong, it will be close. It will be close. I think this is, Liverpool have a good chance to win a title.
I'm not saying you guys are in with a shout this season. I don't think you guys will win it. I think they've got more of a chance. However, I still don't think they'll get over the line.
So we're going to win it before they do.
Pretty much, yeah. I agree. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. But it's going to be close. It's not how it has been in the past.
They've definitely got Prosper to look forward to. So
yeah, they do. So that's been Fantalk for this week. Some great questions there.
Yes, keep them coming, people. We love it.
And also just a little shout out to David Silva.
Oh, yes, his international career has come to an end.
Yeah,
He's retired.
125 games. He's won a Euro, 2 Euros, I should say, and a World Cup. Now he can't even get into the Man City team, but
But that shows the quality that's in that Man City team as well.
Yeah, but he's past it, mate. He's got to.
That's right.
He's got to come to the A-League.
That's
He's got to
it.
come to Melbourne Victory.
Perth Glory, if you want to make a statement, go get
Perth
it.
Glory, or Brisbane. Come on, go for David Silva,
That's
mate.
it. Not this Flamini guy. No.
Who knows? We'll see what happens with that too.
Yes, Mathieu Flamini. There's a rumour circulating around. We should mention that,
and
they're in for him, Brisbane.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt approved to trial with the Central Coast.
Yeah, well, they gave him a contract.
This is a joke.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this, firstly? Before we finish up, how
I
do you
like
feel?
it. Good marketing decision, more exposure for the A-League, bringing up the game in Australia. Like, people that have never watched the A-League before will be like, I want to watch the Central Coast Mariners and see Usain Bolt and see him, running rings around the players. Downside, not giving local youth talent.
And I want to touch
chance.
base. I want to touch base on something that Mark Bosnich said earlier
What
in the
did
week.
he say?
He said this decision's an absolute joke for football. And I'll reiterate his point, and my view's the same as him, right?
Okay.
Why, number one, did they go for this guy? Just for marketing, right?
That's right.
Now, the A-League looks like
big
an
PR
absolute
stunt.
joke. Have you seen videos? I've seen videos of Usain Bolt playing. He is absolutely atrocious as a footballer. He's got no skill.
I don't see it. Oh, well.
Absolute rubbish. Now, if you're saying that a professional sprinter can come into the A-League and play Australian soccer, Australian football
That's right.
has gone completely down and is gone.
Australian football is not at the level of English football, Italian football, even
That's right.
French football.
Which is why they have to do these things, right? But you don't see the MLS saying to former bloody javelin throwers, "Hey, get out of the Olympics and come play football."
But it's different. He's very big in the football scene. You know, he's always
doing charity work.
He's always
with
said
UNICEF,
but he's always said, you know,
wants
after he
a
finishes
chance,
his running career, he wants to go and try and be a footballer.
I think it's fine.
He's always wanted it.
I think it's fine, but I don't agree with it. I think the A-League...
It'll be interesting to see how
the A-League has exaggerated their immense stupidity in allowing this to happen. This is an absolute joke, mate.
As I'll be definitely watching Central Coast's first game in the A-League.
I will not, because I don't want to see some amateur no-hack footballer get onto that field when a young guy...
We don't know how good he is, right?
He's not good at all. You will see.
We don't know yet. What if he comes out and sets the world alight, you know?
There's something called YouTube. I'm not sure if you're aware, where you type in Usain Bolt football.
Like,
in a charity match at Old Trafford, he was atrocious against former older players that have no legs anymore.
It's a charity match. We'll see this competitive... Because A-League is competitive, right? You know, don't worry about the quality, but the competitiveness between the clubs is huge.
Daniel Georgievski, if you're listening to this, I hope you clean him up, mate. Clean him up for me, Usain Bolt. Put him in the feds.
You can't say that, mate. Come on. What about Stephen Taylor?
Yeah, Stephen Taylor as well. We've had a lot of immense centre-backs. I'm going to make a personal shout-out to them to clean up Usain Bolt. And if they got time, Ivan Franjic.
Franjic as well. Everyone go for it. But, so that's been our show for this week, guys.
What a great show.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. And, as always, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms.
iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify,
Facebook,
Instagram.
Yeah, that's right. Hit that like button, subscribe button on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family. Sit down at the table, tell them how good the Coach Killers podcast was this week.
That's it. When you're down at Bentley, tell everyone at the Bentley Greens, have you heard the Coach Killers podcast or any of the local clubs around?
Right. Just shout it out there. We might have some news coming up in the next week or so with our new special guest.
And we have a giveaway also coming up next week.
Yep. So look out for that. You've all been great. And as always, it's been the Coach Killers podcast. Until next week, everybody.
Stuff you, Usain Bolt.